And I care what you think. My name's Blurryface and I care what you think. What's up, Joy Tribe? It is the Joy Villa Show. Welcome. I'm your host, Joy Villa. So I am here today. We're going to talk about a lot of great things. Let me know how my sound is. I'm trying to get better sound as a singer. I should know how to do this, right? But yeah, my producer's gonna get he's not pissed, but he's always like, use this mic, use this mic. He gives me the best mics and I just end up using this Yeti. Who can relate? But Neon is here, Cam Scally. I'm sorry if my Wi-Fi goes out again, I swear. Lord help me. Swiss Money first from Instagram. What's up, Logan? Everybody's here. Steve Buckskinner 54. What else? Who else is Danny DeVito? Love your movies. Paul David Francis Allman. What a name. Vicky's in the house. So today we're going to talk about a lot of different things. It is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to all our Americans, Black or otherwise, but especially to Black Americans, right? And happy February. It's Valentine's Day is coming up soon. So we got holidays coming. I feel like we're finally going over the hump, right? The loss of the election. It's given us lots of fodder to talk about. Whoo, Biden. Whoo. Okay, the sound sounds good. Okay, thanks, Tina. Thank you, Cassandra. So where are you guys from? Monique is from Cali. Let me know in the comments. You know the drill. We are live streaming on Facebook, Instagram. No, sorry, not Instagram. We got to get Instagram connected somehow. We're on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Love my YouTubers. Please like, subscribe, smash that like button. Help the algorithm, help your girl out. And down, but we're actually going live every Wednesday. I think it cut out a little bit, but happy February, Northern Nevada. With Ryan, my boyfriend, he's like in Nevada. I'm like, nobody says Nevada, it's Nevada. So we got Canada, Samuel, Sacktown, Ohio, Georgia. Thank you, Okafor, says you're beautiful. Georgia, cold Wisconsin. It's snowing in a lot of places, right? San Antonio. So we're going to talk about a lot of different things today, but we're actually going to talk about something that I always love commenting on. I mean, first off, if you don't know who I am, I'm a singer, songwriter. I am pro-God, pro-life, pro-Trump, still pro-Trump, baby, and pro-America. And I hit #1 on the Billboard, iTunes, and Amazon charts with my EP, I Make the Static. Help your girl out. I have a new song called Voice Over Violence with Ricky Rebel. And we're both top Billboard artists. He hit top 40 on the dance charts. And Voice Over Violence featuring Ricky Rebel. Please go to the linktree.com/joy_villa. It's right down there. Or you can just go to joyvilla.com/music. But please listen to my music. It's on Amazon. It's on iTunes. It's everywhere. And it gives you a chance to really hear who I am because I put a lot of my messages in there and I rely on your support, Joy Tribe. I love you guys. You've supported me. So please check it out. The link tree is all the links. My producer put that together. Thanks, Effin Stefan, of where you can listen to my music, download it, stream it. It's on Spotify. It's on every favorite thing that you like to listen to. I don't know if this was Australian or if it was it was like New Jersey and now it's just like a little Cockney. But please listen to your girl's music, all right? I still don't know where this accent's coming from, but it's somewhere. It's a little muddy, but it's your girl, Joy Villa. Do you guys remember I used to do the Irish accents? I used to go streaming every day and I used to do accents. I'm feeling very perky today. 1, I've had a lot of caffeine. 2, I've had a lot of water. And 3, I just worked out. So it's funny how you think you're tired. So if you work out, it'll make you more tired. But honestly, if you work out, it will make you more energized. And I'm on the road. I'm quarantined a lot in different scenarios. But then I can go out. But it just depends on where I'm at. When I'm in LA, I have to be quarantined. Basically because the whole city is on quarantine. I haven't gone to New York yet. I miss New York. I don't know. Is your city open? Oh my gosh, Evanville's. Is your city open? You have some arm muscles on you, Joy. Thank you. I got a little bit of a pump. You noticed. Okay, okay. Thanks for noticing. Thank you, Danny DeVito. Wait a second. Or listen, I love my body any size, but I do have some muscle there, but I really want it to be more cut. Like I really want you to be able to see the muscles. The epitome of an American patriot. Thanks, Craig. So, yes, I've been doing lots of music. Joy, you got that right. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm 53 years old. Love you so much. Joyville, the epitome of American spirit. You guys are great. So today, Joy Ricky 2024, I love it. So today I have a special guest. She's not here yet, but when she gets into her studio, we're going to put her on. Her name is Stacy Francis. She is a singer. She was a finalist on X Factor. She had a girl group. She's been on the Wendy Williams show. She knows everybody in the industry. She's performed for major artists, major showcases. She's one of my best friends. She is sassy. She is Black and Italian like me, without the Argentinian, but you know, we'll forgive her of that. She's from New York and she's gorgeous. She is a mom, and she recently got married. I say recently, it was a couple years ago, but to an Italian guy who's an awesome guy, and they are a power couple. And so I'm going to have her on to talk about, we're not going to talk politics, but she is somebody who is very sane. If you get my drift, she's very, like, we have conversations. She's not a hater. She is in Hollywood, right? She's in the industry. She's been on London's West End, which is London's version of Broadway. So big shows. And I mean, this woman is a superstar. If you don't know who she is, you need to Google her. She was on Celebrity Big Brother in the UK. She is done a bunch of stuff, and she's one of my good friends. So she's going to be on shortly, and we're going to get into some race relations. We're going to talk about light skin. I don't know if we're going to talk about light skin privilege, but we're going to dismantle this privilege. We're going to talk about how there's actually a lot of colorism. If you guys don't know what colorism is, it's probably because you're not a person of color. No offense, but colorism is basically prejudice and racism amongst people of color. If you're too dark or you're too light, right? It's like this, you're too light, you're too dark, you're the wrong color to fit in, or because of your color, you got ahead. It's this erroneous, harmful thinking. And it's something that a lot of people don't know about. Like, if you guys know, I'm mixed. So I would be considered light skin, right? Cafe au lait. And that has caused me a lot of issues in life, believe it or not, amongst Black Americans, people who think I'm stuck up, or I'm too good for them, or I should be dating dark-skinned people, or I'm trying to be white. It's crazy the amount of racism that's in the Black culture that a lot of Black Americans are waking up from. I know a lot of Black Trump supporters, a lot of conservatives, independents, even some Democrats who are just pushing that aside and going, this is ridiculous. For a long time, I couldn't even call myself Black because I'm too light. I got literally told that as a kid, like, you're not Black. Basically, you're not Black enough. And one of my good friends, Devin Rice, he is a filmmaker, young Black filmmaker, and he wrote a movie called Being Black Enough, or Not Black Enough. And it is a really good film. You need to watch it. It's on Amazon, independent. So he's awesome, very sane, very good-minded, if you know what I'm talking about. Doesn't fall into the whole BLM, BS stuff. And, has always been a friend and supported me, even if we disagree on things, just sane people in Hollywood. But Being Black Enough is the movie. Check it out. I tell you, this film talks about his story of how he was considered not Black enough. He's not light skin. He's, dark brown skin, but he wasn't ghetto. He didn't talk Black, so he got ostracized. He wanted to be an artist. He wasn't hard enough. And it's this idea that if you're not, if you look like Cardi B, who's very light skinned, and I think Islander and Latina and mixed, but she's obviously mixed. It's almost like you try to be more ghetto. It's like you have to be. I notice a lot of girls that look like me try to be more Black because they're pushed outside of the Black culture for not being Black enough. I mean, I have an afro. I have natural hair. You see my little cinnamon buns, and And if this conversation makes you uncomfortable, that's okay. If you're white or Asian or don't understand what I'm talking about, then stick around. This conversation is not just for Black people. We need to have these conversations. And it's something that is very hurtful to call somebody you're not Black enough. And once I came out as a Trump supporter, as a conservative, whoo, child. The Black community, I mean, I have been bullied, not by everyone. I have some incredible Black friends in the Black community who are sane. Again, I say sane and insane. I don't say Trump supporter versus leftist versus conservative. I just sanity versus insanity. I don't care what you call yourself these days. If you think that Biden is going to save Black America, you're insane. He's gonna put what's her name? Stacey Abrams, right? Like he's lifting people like that up who are radicalists. And I just, listen, if you don't agree with me, that's okay. I'm sure the comments is going nuts right now. But once Stacy gets on, we're really going to, and you can just throw her on the show, Stefan, once she comes in, because a lot of these topics we're going to talk about. So I just wanted to prepare my audience to know that we're not just going to talk about politics today, because we're going to talk about culture. Politics is downstream from culture. It is important that we empower Black Americans. Not by telling us that we're some real talk. That's right. That's right. You know, somehow that, you know, America's so racist that I need, you know, I don't know. I need Trump supporters to be banished from social media to protect me. It just blows my mind. This is real talk. Hi, John. So I'm a Christian first and then American. I love that, Mary. Absolutely. My trust and faith in Jesus Christ is number one. So I also, a lot of you guys are asking me, how did you do it? Maurice Delk, another Black conservative. Like, how are you so strong? I just want to do a little plug, tell you about my Courage course. Throw the link up there for everybody who's looking, because it's on sale. We sold out at $497, $500 for this course, which it's $1,000 of worth of information and insight. And we did it live at the end of the year, at the top of the year. It really helped a lot of people transition from what's going on in politics, what's going on in their personal life. My Courage course, I tell you how I get through the day. How do I handle haters? How do I deal with being a woman of color? I talk about all those details in my book, Kick-Ass Conservative, but this course is going to go in detail to help you handle what you need, whether that's to get the job you want, to empower yourself. Now, this course is not $497 right now. I actually did a slash price because I want my Joy Tribe to be able to afford it. It's not taught live. We recorded it, but all of it is there. It's hours and hours worth of good data that I teach you and that you can plug in. You can watch it at your steps to maximizing courage, and it's on sale for $97 right now. But it's a limited time offer. That's a lot of percentage off, right? We were going to slash it to 60% off at $197, and we said, you know, something that rhymes with bucket. I told my team, I really want people to be able to get this course. And I know not everybody has a lot of finances right now at the top of the year, but it's $97. It's 100% worth it. If you're not satisfied, you know, email me, but trust me, the success stories coming from this are blowing my mind. I don't just do this for money. Of course, I want to make money doing what I do. I rely on your support, Joy Tribe, but I'm telling you, this course is for you to gain courage. Every day I get asked, how do you do what you do? And I want to teach you. So I put it into a course. It's going to be how to dress for success, right? We're bringing that back, because how do you look like you? Like, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you need to have a makeover, you need to change. No, I want you to look like you. So I teach you like what colors look good for you. Also, I teach you how to stand up. If you wanna be an artist, how do you stand up for yourself? How do you introduce yourself in a room, whether that's a digital room, a Zoom room, or an in-person room? How do you introduce yourself as what you are and make contacts? I do this for a living. I've been through Hollywood parties, and I go through, boom, boom, boom. How do I know what to say? Well, I teach you that. It's a bit of fake it till you make it, but I'm not going to teach you to be fake. I'm going to teach you to be genuinely you. So this course is life-changing. If you don't believe me, check out the link below. Check out what my former students, my students now are saying. And a lot of them sign up for one-on-one mentorship with me, which I'm also, if you need mentorship, I'm available to help you. I really want to put a lot of my time this year into doing what God has called me to do, which is to help others be better. If we don't share what we've gained, like I've hit #1 on Billboard, I have toured 35 countries, I have, smiled in the face of abject hate. I have gone and spoken to Congress. I have written a best-selling book on my own, right? With a kick-ass editor, of course, Maureen, shout out. I have done a lot of these things, and I continue to do this. I wore a Trump dress to the Grammys, right? Not once, but a pro-life dress as well. I'll build the wall dress as well. 6 times. I went to the Grammys 6 times. 5 times I was political. First time I wore a see-through orange dress, right? How do you get that confidence? Well, how do you get the courage? I teach it to you below. So please, if this sounds like this is for you, this is something that you want to be better, you want to be stronger, you want to get the relationship, get the job of your dreams, and go after what you want. Maybe you want to run for office. All of this information is pertinent. If you have any questions, you can always email my team. A member of my team will reach out to you, but sign up below. Courage course, courage.joyvilla.com. Check it out. I'm so excited. It's on sale. It's like, what's that, 80? I can't really do math that well. It's like 80% off, 90% off. It's $97 right now, from $497 to $97. So that's like a fifth of the price. It's a flash sale. So, and again, it's hours of content plus a workbook, lots of success stories, and I'm happy to share that with you. So let's see what you guys have to say to what I was talking about earlier. Jacqueline, she says, I miss us being at the Grammys. Jacqueline Van Bierk is one of my great friends. She is fighting, she is sane, and she is fighting the cancel culture. She is fighting the hate, and she is an immigrant. She's from Germany, Berlin. Oh my God, I miss us too, Jacqueline. And she is a great artist. Oh my gosh, she's an incredible artist. And she went to the Grammys with me a few years. I think we did 16 and 17. Was that right, Jacqueline? And just killed it. I love Joy Villa. Newsmax sucks. What? Louis hates Newsmax. I love Newsmax. What happened to Newsmax? I love it. They always have me on. Are we hating Newsmax now? You see I'm sweating a little bit because it's hot in here and I got all worked up when I love to help people. Carol, I would just love to meet you. Palmdale. I was in Palmdale doing a Joy Villa meet and greet. Well, I do have a meet and greet coming up. Eastern Germany. I see what's happening. It's crazy. That's right, Jacqueline. I want to have you on my show one of these weeks. So please, I want to have you on my show because Jacqueline lived through the wall, Eastern Germany, right? I mean, she was very young when they had the wall up there, which is really what they're doing in America. It's not a wall to protect us. It's a wall to divide us. There's 2 types of walls. One wall is to divide the people from the people. That's wrong. The other wall is to protect the people from bad people. That's right. Like you have walls in your house, right? But you can also have a wall that cuts a room in 2 and it divides the same people in the same house. Now, if you were to only stay on one side of the house with your family, that would be weird. That's what Germany did to their own people. So we see right now, we see the real division happening. It's not a physical wall. It's the elected president, Joe Biden, who can't even remember where he is. He's stumbling around. And it's the hatred on the left. Leftism. Woke culture. It's insane. Did you guys see that rapper McDonald? Oh my gosh, he hit #1 on iTunes. What's his name? His last name is McDonald. He is a rapper. He's covered in tattoos. He looks like a nightmare in kind of a cool way because he has tattoos all over his face. I love tattoos. I'm covered in tattoos too, but he has like tattoos all over his face. He's super grungy, like white trash looking on purpose. That's his like thing. Super talented. His last name is McDonald. He's a rapper and he wrote a song called Fake Woke and it went viral. Just like my music went viral with no crew. He doesn't have a publicist. He does not signed. He doesn't, it's just him and his girlfriend. And I am so proud of him. I don't even know him, but I am so excited that that happened because there's another one of us. Like, oh my gosh. But check him out. McDonald, Google McDonald, fake woke, and listen to his music, stream his music. I'm trying to support, local artists, local, like, local, it's like, what's local anymore, right? We're global citizens. Like, listen, I don't believe in one world order, but I do believe we need a global mentality, but not globalism. Like, I believe in travel and know people across the world and be global, like travel, get out there, but also be a citizen of your own nation, like protect your nation. Like, I'm a global nationalist. Does that make sense? I hope I don't get a lot of flack here, you guys. I'm just trying to say, like, as someone who's traveled to 35 countries, I can tell you there's no better country than America, but that doesn't mean I don't want to get out of America sometimes to travel. You have to travel internationally, travel before they lock it down. I do not want to take that vaccine, by the way. Spike says, Joy, you could wear a potato sack and look awesome. Thank you. We are all neighbors. Exactly. I've heard him. Tina says he's excellent. Sovereignty, personal sovereignty. Newsmax has some good people. Chris Salcedo, Greg Kelly. Yeah. Grant Stitchfield, Spicer and Company. I love Newsmax. Why are you hating on Newsmax? Mike Lindell. Oh, they totally dissed him. Oh, really? But listen, guys, we can't cancel. We can't be like cancel culture. Just because somebody we love gets dissed. Listen, I am a loyalist. I love Mike Lindell. Of course, love that guy. But we can't be like cancel culture. So what's the real deal? I need to know. His words have a lot of meaning. Very true. I know. I love that guy, right? No vaccine. Tom McDonald, fake woke video link. Thank you, Joker. Thank you, Joe. Tom McDonald. That dude is so talented. Thank you guys for saying. Kim says Tom McDonald. Robin says Tom McDonald. Street. Oh my God. Did you? Logan. Yes. Let's see if our guest is here. Okay, so we're going to bring Sully on because Stacy's running a little late. She's a diva, but aren't we all? I love Stacy. Actually, I want to bring Sully on because what happened to the intros, Stefan? We had intros, F and Stefan. What happened to the Joy Village Show intro? You made intros for us and then you abandoned them. You guys, should I fire Stefan? I'm this close. Okay, so Liz, I love you guys.
Do you want me to play Sully's?
But where's my intro?
It's being worked on. It's being mixed.
You're fired. No, I'm just kidding. It's being mixed properly. Okay, can they hear you too, or is it just in my ear? Do I sound like I'm talking to myself? It's okay. I love putting Stefan on the spot. He actually does a fantastic job. He's a golden member of my team. Play Sully's intro, and then we're gonna have Sully on. I love it. Sully, what's up? How's it going?
Thank you for having me again.
I love your cross. Yes.
Thank you so
Sully
much.
is part of the team. Okay, so you guys could hear Steph and Evan. Fire him after strike 6098. They love they love him. They don't want me to fire Stefan. Cindy's there. Gruff voice. Okay, so Sully, first of all, people want to hear, I want to talk about the hedge fund stuff because I've been following the Robinhood thing. Have you been following that?
I've been keeping up a little bit today, yeah.
Okay, good. We'll talk about that. But first, let's hear about Newsmax. You said you have like intel on why do people hate Newsmax? We just canceled Fox. We gotta have something. Can we have something? What's up?
We don't have a lot of things, but the one thing I can say is that they had Mike Lindell, the CEO of MyPillow, on the show the other day, and basically he started bringing up the fact that there was widespread election fraud, and that he and whoever he speaks with has the data, and they know for a fact, without question, that there is election fraud.
Oh wow!
The hosts slash commentators on Newsmax got very defensive, saying that Newsmax has certified the election and pretty much cut the line to his feed. Are
you serious?
They were able to lower his microphone and have their host speak over him, basically say that Newsmax does not, what Mike Lindell is saying does not represent what Newsmax's thoughts are, and it was just very interesting to see.
That's crazy.
They ended
Well, they must have got like the FCC or something like came down on them.
the
Like legal.
supposedly the host even walked off the show due to this.
Who were the hosts? Do you know?
I'm not sure the names, but I can find them out for you like within 2 seconds if you want to know.
Yes, I would love to know, because I know a lot of those guys, and I'm on them all the time. Right? We have One American News Network too.
Right.
But this is crazy.
It was very surprising.
Ruth is saying they treated Mike very badly. Jeremy, what's up? He says fascism. Newsmax commentator walked off on Mike. Wow, that's so disrespectful. Nacho in the chat too? Nacho was saying something. Newsmax hates Mike Lindell. People are just, saying what you said. Newsmax is trash. But is it one show, or was it the whole? Like, go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. Tell me. I'm blown away.
I'm going to read you the CNN Business headline from this incident, if you don't mind.
Sure.
It says Newsmax anchor storms off set when MyPillow CEO voices election conspiracies. It says Newsmax anchor Bob Sellers repeatedly tried to cut off MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell in an interview Tuesday after the Trump-supporting executive spread election fraud falsehoods on air. That's a particularly touchy topic for the conservative news channel because it was named in a lawsuit claiming it was spreading misinformation about voting machines. And this was after Mike Lindell had brought up on the show, the Dominion voting machines and how, him and his team and multiple other people, have the data and have the proof that says that Dominion was screwing with our elections. And
wow.
Newsmax did not like that.
Wow. Okay, so this is crazy. I know that Stefan actually has the video. Let's actually play it. Let's play a clip of it.
Perfect.
Stefan.
The election fraud with these Dominion machines, we have 100% proof. And then when they took it down about 3 weeks ago, and then I'm going to put it back up. My personal, it was a
Mike, thank you very much. Mike, you're talking about machines that we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those kinds of allegations. We just want to let people know that there's nothing substantive that we've seen. And let me read you something there. While there were some clear evidence of some cases of vote fraud and election irregularities, the election results in every state were certified, and Newsmax accepts the results as legal and final. The courts have also supported that view. So we wanted to talk to you about canceling culture, if you will. We don't want to relitigate the allegations that you're making, Mike, because we understand where you are. So let me ask you this.
Oh my God.
It should be temporary because it appears.
Hi, Tracy. We can see your comments.
Make an argument that it is temporary.
What?
Could you make an argument that this could be a temporary banning rather than permanent?
No, I want it to be a permanent because you know what? They did this because I'm revealing all the evidence on Friday of all the election fraud with these machines. So I'm sorry if you think it's not
Mike,
real.
Can I ask our producers, can we get out of here, please? I don't want to have to keep going over this.
Actually,
we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those allegations that you're
Mike, hold on a second. Everybody hold on a second. Mike, hold on 1 second. Let's talk a little bit about just what is happening overall in terms of censorship of
cancel out my company and myself in this country. It's cancel culture. They're
OMG.
That's a lot.
That was insane. That was insane. Like, I'm shocked. This guy walked off. Why would the host get so personally invested in this? I mean, Mike Lindell was talking and they were talking over him. And it's like, this is crazy. That is really crazy. Was that Heather was the co-anchor there? I've been on with them before, with her at least, and they've always been very respectful, very good. And I just don't understand what happened. Like, did they get new management? Do you know what's up, Sully? Because I'm shocked. That was disgusting. That was hard to watch.
It was hard to watch. It was most definitely hard to watch. To see that act out the way it did was honestly sad. And I don't know anything about them being under new management. I mean, I'm reading here that they are worried about the lawsuit that they've been named in from, for spreading misinformation. However, to get that personally insulted by it and then to, try and basically tell the viewers that we've certified the election and, we believe it's good to be true and all that. But in reality, nobody believes that. So it's a little difficult. Basically, yeah. So basically, with what's going on, it's something that, she's back. Are you back?
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened.
Problem.
Yes. Oh
So-
my gosh. This is crazy. I wonder what Newsmax is going to say, because they're going to get boycott backlash for this big time, and
Right.
they got some really good brownie points after the election. I mean, why not have him just say what he's going to say? You had him up there, let him talk. The way
Right.
they mistreated him, not only did they talk over him and then like cut his mic so you could see he was trying to talk, and then the guy storms off like they had a hissy fit.
Right.
It's one thing if you go, okay, well, we're not going to talk about this, let's move on to the next subject. But the way it was handled, I mean,
Right.
they have a right to say we're going to change subject, but also Mike Lindell has a right to say what he's going to say. No one's going to I think there's some legal thing that came down on him.
It's interesting to see how Mike Lindell has been very vocal about his idea about what's been going on. This is not his first interview since November, the 3rd.
Right.
Newsmax knew that he was going to get on and start saying these things, and it's, from a lot of Americans' perspectives, very good that he is, because honestly, if we didn't have people like, Mike Lindell, we'd be talking about, what would we be talking about right now?
Exactly. That's true. Like, someone's got to keep the whole, alleged, wink, wink, election fraud going up. Like, someone's got to talk about this because it's been alleged by a lot of sources. So
Right.
why aren't we talking? Why are we not allowed to talk about it? It's almost like, don't talk about it. It doesn't exist, but that's not true.
It's
Crazy,
it's a sad
crazy.
state of affairs.
Well,
it's really sad.
It is. What is going on? Okay, so there's another thing you wanted to talk about too with us today, right, Sully?
Yes.
Something going on with Cuomo. What the
Yes.
heck happened with him? New Yorkers are upset.
New Yorkers are upset at Andrew Cuomo because the New York Senate, the New York Democrats who are leading the New York Senate, have blocked the subpoena in order to look at the data of the nursing homes and the statistics that were involved with all the nursing homes in the New York state. Some would say that that's a majority of where many of the deaths occurred within the state. So many people are very upset over the fact that we're not gonna get to the bottom of what's going on.
Wow. No, it's true. Hold on, I just have to change my camera real quick
No problem.
because
Yeah,
it just blurred out. There you go. I hate when that happens. But yeah, that's true. I mean, if he's lying about those statistics, like that's very serious.
Oh yeah.
What
Well, we're talking about millions of dollars being, funneled into certain states in this country for ventilators and masks and hospital, everything across the board. And if we were to come to find out that there was mismanagement coming all the way from the top head there would be quite a bit of backlash to be had from that. So.
Right. That's true. If it's like being funneled, siphoned for something else, like that's nefarious. So we'll take a look at these stories. We'll keep an eye on these stories. Thank you, Sully. Appreciate you as always.
Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm going to read some comments from you guys before we bring on our guest, Stacy. I think Stacy's in the studio. Cuvan, thank you on YouTube. Need prayers for the $2.99 tip. Thank you so much. We're going to pray for you, Cuvan. We know that God is going to bless you no matter what. He's had a poster. Thank you, John. Hit that thumbs up, says Nacho. Nacho is one of my administrators, admins on my awesome YouTube page. Cuvan, I love you. You're a longtime member of Joy Tribe. Don't worry, I got you in my prayers. So definitely, it's crazy what's going on. I do feel sad in my heart for a lot of people in nursing homes right now who have been stopped from seeing their loved ones. And it's just like, and if all of this stuff was a lie, all this money, all this push, all this, separation, I mean, really, who gets hurt a lot? I saw a report on Forbes that said the Black community is getting hurt the most from this, because there's a lot of impoverished Black Americans who are being separated from their family, losing their jobs, not able to go out. I mean, all of us are suffering, but this is Black History Month, and I don't see the president doing anything to support. Like, what is he going to do? Put Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill? Like, we're asking for more. Black Americans ask for more than that. At least Trump brought out the Platinum Plan. Trump had a plan, money, billions of dollars going into education. There was something, there was a plan. I don't see anything. You know what Trump was doing around this time in office, when he took office 4 years ago? He was meeting with all the historical Black colleges and university heads. That's right. He had about 40 Black leaders in education in the White House. I'll never forget this. But all the press could talk about, I think he did this in January. I would think it was the first month he got elected 4 years ago. All the press could talk about was Kellyanne Conway took her shoes off because she had to stand on the couch and take the photo of all of them. Well, if she had stood on the couch with her high heels and punctured this classic couch, I mean, they were like, oh, Kellyanne Conway took her shoes off. Did I lose you guys? It was insane. It was insane. So do we have Stacy on? Thank you, Sully, for being there. Let's bring our guest.
Oh my God, my hair is so big.
Stacy, you're live. Hi. What's up, girl?
My hair's super big on your
I
thing.
love big hair. We love big hair.
So big. It's like taking up
we
the whole
love
screen.
it.
Oh my God.
Hey, girl, normally my hair is big. So
hair?
All right, you look beautiful.
You have the big afro hair too.
Exactly.
Right.
Welcome to the show, Stacy Francis. I already introduced you and talked about everything you've done. So, yes, I have a Telegram room, by the way, Logan. We have a Telegram room. Definitely we got the link coming up so you guys can join Telegram. So welcome, Stacy. So we talked about a lot of stuff.
Hi.
But it's Black History Month, girl.
I hear you going on. It's Black History Month, so the sisters are here together. Hi, nice to meet you.
That's right.
Joy, you're doing really great stuff in the world.
Thank you.
So can you just tell me what the word nefarious means? Because you used that word in your last interview, and I was like, what's that word?
Yes, girl. Let's clear this word. So nefarious means evil,
and I was like, well, I don't have time. I'm backstage waiting to go on.
I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So nefarious would be evil. Like, yes, literally nefarious is like for an evil purpose. I have to look this up because I'm such a word nerd. You guys know.
Okay.
So nefarious, an adjective, typically of an action or activity, wicked or criminal. The nefarious activities of the organized crime syndicate. So wicked, evil, sinful. Nefarious is basically evil. I love that word too.
So Cuomo is doing nefarious things?
Yes, exactly. Why are we surprised? As New Yorkers, are we surprised about this? Exactly.
We're not.
By the way, Stacy, Did you know you can look at comments and also see the comments everybody's, if you go on your side, instead of private chat, click comments.
Yeah. Okay,
and they're saying her hair is beautiful, her hair is big, hair is nice. So we got a lot of love here.
Oh,
Joy, you got to sing Voice of Abundance. You got to hear Stacy sing.
Oh my God.
She is such an incredible singer.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. I was telling him I was bragging about you, and one of my best friends, and just such a truth teller, and so smart, so sane. I was like, to me, I'm not even going to classify people as like Republican, Democrat, left, right. I'm like sane and insane. Like, I don't care who you voted for. I don't care. It's not about politics all the time. It's about sanity and insanity.
Yeah.
And there are culture leaders who are leading the way for sanity or insanity. And you are one that is leading the way for sanity.
Well, thank you. I think, I was watching, obviously I watch your content and you send me things. And one of the things when you talk about sanity and insanity that I want to talk about is the fact that you reached out to someone that you admired, the MTV. Can you hear me?
Yes. It was me. I was going bad. I don't know if you can.
Okay. So you have reached out to that MTV Catfish host and she attacked you, right? And I was just kind of what are we fighting about, right? Are you there?
Yes, it's just you. So people are looking at your beautiful face.
It was just like, okay, so oh, thank you. So no, I was just saying, like, it just was very unfair, I thought, because you and I, we don't always agree on everything. I was telling you yesterday, like, when it comes to Trump, no, I wasn't fighting Trump. Okay, but what I will argue with you about, like you just talked about the historical Black colleges, right? And how he brought everybody in.
And you brought up a good point about that.
Right, we talked about that. Yeah, because I felt like, and this is my argument, when you talk about sanity and insanity, why are we taking the sides of anybody on this? We can take a look. Like, my point about the support of historic Black colleges is, like, if you're not funding kids in the hood on the lower level, kindergarten to 12th grade, in the early part of their career, they can't qualify for historic Black college. So why are we funding millions of dollars into the historic Black college when the kids in the hood can't even qualify to go to those schools? So I would argue with Trump and Obama on the fact that, okay, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you very much. But you're not funding the ghetto education on the primary level. So how do those kids even qualify to get to that historic Black college that you want to donate millions of dollars to, which no argument to those schools, but then also funnel money through the ghettos so that the kids can even qualify for them? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me to go that high of a gradient to the college, and the kids in the hood can't even go to get a basic education. So how could they even qualify for that? So you're talking about elite Black people that are very, very wealthy, that have sent their kids to private schools, and then you're saying those parents are going to also benefit from historic Black universities. Like, my argument is like, no Trump, no Obama, like no president is really coming in and focusing on the hood like they should. And when somebody
and that's
says
so
to me,
true.
oh, you're and that's the argument that I have for, anybody that says, oh, you're a Trump supporter. Listen, I got attacked because I went and I sang for Republican National Convention. I just want to say that I sang for a Democratic one too, because I go where the check is. I need my check.
Well, you are not going to get hated on this. Nobody here is going to hate you for doing that, because my audience is largely conservative.
But they might hate
you for coming on the show.
I did go sing for Hillary Clinton.
I remember, because you told me that. You were like, Joy, I got booked. And I was like, just watch your back, girl. I don't want you. I hope, go get the check, but just watch your back. Come back alive. Just don't cross her. Just wear a bulletproof vest under your dress. A bulletproof bra by Victoria's Secret. Maybe that's her secret. Girl, just protect yourself.
Wait, in my defense, though, I do go to both places. I sing praise and worship music. So everybody needs some Jesus, okay? So that's my defense about it. It's not just a check. I am being used by the Lord, okay? God is using me. So before y'all get mad, Before
No,
anybody
you
gets
have a
mad,
lot of
just
love.
know that I was bringing Hillary to Jesus, and I was trying to bring Trump to Jesus, okay? Because we all need a little Jesus. Oh my God, let's see what they're saying.
No hate. We all need to get
Right.
paid. Right.
Right.
Nobody's
You know
going to
what
hate
I'm
on you for
saying?
that. But Cindy brought up a great point about the opportunity zones. You know, Trump did opportunity zones, and also he did school of choice. That was a huge thing. That means a poor black kid in a poor black neighborhood can go to the school where all the rich white kids go to. And no president has done that. That was a
Okay,
huge
but
thing.
how is that possible? Was the school funding that kid to come?
Well, at least they have the opportunity. They may not get the funding for it, but that's the next step. But again, I always say the president can't do everything.
They got the
We
opportunity.
can't.
What is that?
But at
mean,
least
got
they
the
get to
opportunity?
go to the school.
Could their parents pay for it? We're frozen, I think.
They can go to that school. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. So absolutely school of choice. So anyways, my internet is just, it's funny because every time we get into some juicy topics, my internet goes out. I'm like, what?
Because the devil is a liar. It's the devil.
That's right. I love Stacy. Stacy is one of my best friends. People are loving you too. They're like, laughter is a good medicine. School choice. Listen, you all know that I'm ride or die Trump.
School choice thing. Let's go back to the school choice thing.
Joy's on dial-up. Apparently, I'm on dial-up. So public school choice, there is no fee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so they
Cheryl.
could go to a public school that was not
Thank you,
in their
Tracy.
zone, in the rich zones, right? Like in the area code. You know, like
So
if you were in the good side of school, they could still. If you're in the good side of town, you have to go to the good schools, and the poor side of town got the poor schools. This is saying the poor kids in the poor side of town can go to the good schools. It's integration.
Is really great. No, that's really great.
It's money integration.
No, you're right. Because now that I think about it, when I was living in LA, right, I was living in Studio City, and my son was going to a charter school there, and you had to have the address in like 3 mile vicinity of the school, or you couldn't go there, right? And girl, let me tell you something. They weren't playing around. The principal of the school knocked on my front door and walked through my house to make sure that that was my house. They don't play around. So, okay, Trump, I'll give you that, Trump.
See,
I'll give
thank
you.
you.
I'll give you that.
That's right. Tracy's loving this. Sherry Wine is loving this. So children, you were able to attend the private schools and community on scholarships, however, did 100% better and graduated. Most go to college. This is a systematic public school problem. We are missing the point. Kids are suffering lifelong consequences.
It is a lifelong consequence. It definitely is.
Education.
It totally is. It totally is a
right.
lifelong consequence if you don't have a good education. You know, Joy, you are so powerful and so strong, and so, like, all your followers will agree with me when we say that you are one of the most courageous people that exist, okay? Because
thank you.
Because, you know, what you have that I don't have is that gene that don't give a F about things. You're like, I don't give a damn. This is what it is, and I'm going to stand for what I believe in. I'm supporting who I want to support. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to wear the dress I want to wear. Y'all can whatever. And I got to tell you something that's really admirable. Like, I don't have that. I try to have it, but it's like, oh, I'd be scared sometimes. But you know what you do? I want to ask you about that. Like, what makes you have that courage? I mean, for the women that are here, I think we kind of want to know, like, how are you so courageous? Like, how are you so out there? You know, people hate Trump. They don't want to hear from Trump supporters. They want to kill them. You know, so
right.
You know,
like,
I was like, should I be doing this interview with Joy? Because what the hell?
Oh!
You know, but I love you, and I have to stay true to myself in that because I really admire you, and I know you on a personal level. So, and I know that you do mean well, and you do good for a lot of people in the world. So I can't betray my own integrity on that, okay? Just for what other people think. So for other women that are listening here, tell other people, not just women, tell us where did you get that from, that courage? Like, what makes you stand on your beliefs no matter what?
Ooh, I love it. Stacy. Well, first of all, so people know, we talk every day. Stacy's one of my best friends. We talk like every day. And
That's right.
It is tough because I have a lot of friends that I do talk to who don't want to publicly associate with me. That was one of the hardest, most heartbreaking things in the beginning. When I came out as a Trump supporter, when I came out as a conservative, when I came out with my big middle finger to the air, right? Because I am at my heart a rebel. But I have that rebel heart that God has instilled in me. I've always been a positive person, but I've always been a bit of a rebel. If you try to tell me that I can't go left, I'm going to go left. If you tell me you have to go right, I'm going to go right. And these are just directions, guys. It's not political meanings. But like, if you try to expect something of me, I'm going to tell you, no, I'm an artist. I'm my own individual. God instilled this in me from a very young age. I've always been a leader. I've always been busy. When I was a baby, my mom used to tell stories about I was in the crib. I was building things with my blocks. I was busy because for me, I've always had this sense of self, like that I know who I am. And I have been through hard times. You know, I've been through homelessness. I've been through, you know, abuse. I've been through all kinds of things, like a lot of you guys out there. But the difference is the difference between myself and maybe someone who sees himself as a victim is I always knew I wasn't a victim. I always knew that I had more and I had more opportunity. That just because I'm not successful now doesn't mean, or I'm hated now, doesn't mean that's going to last, right? We know tough times don't last, tough people do. And I have been challenged in that. I pray every day that God challenges me, gives me patience, shows me where to go. Because the honest truth is the tougher you appear on the outside, the more vulnerable you have to be in your quiet times. And I mean, my courage course, I was talking about my courage course, like I literally am teaching people. I bottled it up, what I have, and giving it to people. I mean, I have my book, Kick-Ass Conservative, which is not just about politics, but how to be kick-ass. Have you read my book, Stacy? I got to give you a copy of my book.
I have to be honest, I have not read it all. I have read
I knew she didn't read it.
No, it's not that I didn't read the whole book. It's just like, you know, my life. It's just crazy. I need to really take the time and support you and really, no, I need to support you and read the book. I probably should get it on audio because it's easier for me to listen.
Oh, yes.
Just sit down.
I was going to say, you're probably one of those audio book
I need to
too.
be in my car. Girl, you know, every time you call me, I'm in my car. Every time
I'm like, this is always on someplace.
I was damn late for this interview because I was in my car.
I know.
But I want to ask you this because this is something that and I thank you for that answer. We kind of already know that about you.
Yeah.
But what do you want to say to the people who, you know, they feel justified in hating President Trump? They feel like they should be hating him based on the media and what the media has said and based on what they think they know. They feel like you're absolutely insane for supporting this guy. And because of that, they want to put you in the basket of whatever they feel. So what do you want to say to those people? Because it's not fair. It's really not fair to you. And this is why I love you, and this is why I'm not afraid to come out as a friend of Joy, because I know you and I know you have good intention. I might not agree with everything you do or say.
And you shouldn't. Nobody should.
We're not supposed to. We're supposed to have our own opinion.
Nobody is supposed to agree with everything somebody says. Like, that's not what makes a friendship. Isn't that crazy? We've gotten, and you know that, but we've gotten lost along the path that says, if you're my friend, or if you're my, you know, relative, or if you're somebody I have to support you, I'm going to cancel you because we disagree on one thing. And it's like, excuse me, I have friends we are diametrically opposed, which means like complete opposites in many of our thinking. But guess what? They are good people. We have the same values. We treat each other with respect. We don't talk about politics. We talk about other things, or we don't talk about the things that we're opposed to. I have friends who are pro-choice, even though I'm pro-life, because for a while I was pro-choice. I was lost. I thought, okay, well, I don't want to step on people's toes. One of the biggest reasons why I can kick so much ass is because I have been there where I've been like, I just want to lay low, and I hated it. I hated it with a passion. I felt lost.
It's not a good way to live,
felt like
right?
It was terrible. I was putting on someone else's skin. I mean, I played that game for years, being in Hollywood, doing the artist thing, trying not to ruffle feathers. When I voted for Trump, because I had been red-pilled before that, even though I was raised conservative, I voted for Trump, and I didn't say anything because it was the same nonsense. So it's violent now. It's weaponized media, is weaponized propaganda now. But it was the same nonsense. They were talking crap about him in 2015, 2016, you know, till he got elected. And I remember putting hashtag Trump, hashtag Hillary, hashtag BLM, hashtag, like all the hashtags so people wouldn't know. And I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I am who I am. Listen, I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I'm a vegan. You know, I love the animals. Like, I'm who I am. I'm 5'10". I'm covered in tattoos. I'm an artist. I tour. I'm a bohemian. I'm a vagabond. Yeah. You know, why would I hide who I am in politics? It didn't make sense because I'm authentic. And in my book, I reveal a lot of things like that, you know, I've experimented in all kinds of ways, drugs, alcohol, like, you know, freaking, I mean, I support the underdog because I have been there. That's why I support the LGBT community. I support, you know, a lot of different groups that people, even I'm kind of left leaning for some Republicans. I get hate on a lot of sides, but I say, listen, don't look to me as somebody that you should look at and go, oh, she's this, and this, just like me. Okay, I'll follow her. No, take what I say, agree with some things. This is what I would say to the haters too, to answer your question. Take what I say. If I challenge you, maybe you've changed your mind on some things, maybe you start thinking, oh yeah, I should talk about adoption over abortion. I didn't think about that. Maybe it shouldn't be a contraceptive. Maybe I can still be my pro-choice self, but I should also think that these are babies. Maybe I should just change your thinking a little bit. Or maybe Trump is not an evil guy. Maybe he's not a dictator because you can't vote out a dictator. Like, you know, you can't censor a dictator from Twitter. So maybe if I can change your thinking, then I have done my job. And honestly, to those haters, because if I don't, a big middle finger. Like, I've been on Hollywood Unlocked. They're a massive news source. I was on their show. It was grueling. If you guys want to see that interview, it was nonstop. It was an hour of hate. All they did was challenge my thing.
Is Hollywood
and
Unlocked?
Hate
is
on
that
me.
Jason?
Yes. I mean, Jason hated me. Oh, yes. He even accused me of being a bad mom because I gave my child up for adoption. If you watch that interview, like, honestly, even for me, it's tough to watch, but I held my own. I wore my crown because I knew I was going into enemy territory. They met me on the Grammys red carpet. They had me on the show. This was right before lockdown. You know, they talked to me about everything, and I handled my own. And you see that even people in the comments are like, I hate Trump. I hate her views. But wow, she's well spoken, and she thinks differently. I don't agree with anything, but I respect.
Right.
Her. And I'm like, great. I don't know if I cut out, but you know, so being on that show was something. Wow. Okay, yeah. But that's the thing is you just have to know. Oh yeah, but I handled him. I told him, I was like, pay attention, Jason, because he was trying to run game on me. Girl, I had them running in circles. Like, trust me, I handled it so well. I mean, I know how to handle myself in debates. They thought I was going to be some weak, I don't know what they thought. You guys should watch that interview. You should watch that interview when you get a chance, because it's very interesting. Because they're like, you know, nasty, like kind of like black Twitter, black culture. Like they'll be like, who's this girl? Who she thinks she is? This light skinned girl thinks she knows. And, you know, and Jason is like very flamboyant. He's gay. He loves Cardi B. He's Hollywood. He's black culture. But like the attacks, I was like, you can't get me. I mean, it was definitely tough. Because knowing I'm going into enemy territory, it's a battle, but it's a spiritual battle. Like, I always pray before I do these things. I say, God, just let me speak the truth. Let me be honest, and let me be okay with people not agreeing with me. Once you stop that energy, then suddenly you're like, cool, hate me, love me or hate me. I'm still me. I'm still gonna make music. I got my fans. I got my followers. I got my lovers. And I'm okay. Like, I wake up in the morning and my skin is clear, my abs are tight, and my booty's thick. I'm like, hey, I'm all right. So I'm like, hey, paid my bills. I'm all right.
Right. Yeah. And that's the most important thing, babe. That's the most important thing. You know, I remember I don't know how I met Jason. I think he found out about me when I was on the X Factor. He started following me on Twitter or something. But
I'm sure he loves you, though.
He's definitely
gotta be a fan.
Easy.
No.
So good for you for holding your own on that platform. That's a big deal.
Oh,
what are the comments saying?
Thank you.
What are they saying? People
are loving it.
Oh, yes. Soy boy. That's so funny.
I love it.
And on the arm of God.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jay Stick-a-Fan, 99-cent tip. Thank you so much, you guys, for your supports and your tips. You can tip me stars on Facebook, please. That all goes to support this channel. Keep it free and fair and legal and all that good stuff. Voice over violence. We got
Brianna from Louisiana.
Oh, Brianna
That's true.
Babineau. Ooh, live and let live. Yes. Everyone should. I like that no one should see. Nobody should judge someone for who they voted. I don't think that should be the topic of discussion unless you bring it up. Just like your sexuality. Like, I shouldn't be like, oh, so who do you go to sleep with? Like, none of your business. Unless you want to bring that up. Great. But we were going to talk about too, Black culture. People are loving this topic. Yeah. I'm so glad. Yeah. But I want to talk about like the whole like colorism, right? Because we are both light-skinned girls, right? It's like it's a thing. Yes, yeah, red bone, high yellow.
It is a thing.
Be in the kitchen, not the fields.
Yeah, it is a thing. I don't know where I put my phone because I need my phone because I forgot this girl's name. Let's go over it though. Let's go over the topic.
Okay, good.
So there was a girl on Instagram that I saw, and she did a song called Yellowbone. Can somebody please Google that? Because I don't have my phone with me, or the producer can. Google the girl that sang the song for her man. So she wrote this song. It was called Yellowbone, and she got attacked because like.
And for people who don't know what Yellowbone is, that's a light-skinned girl.
Okay,
or
so
boy too.
Okay, Yellowbone, yes, a boy too. Yellowbone is when you have a Black parent and a white parent, and you come like from a traditional interracial, like me, I'm a Yellowbone. My dad is white and my mom is Black. So they call me, when I was growing up, they call me red blown, Yellowbone, like all this, right? So this girl.
And her name is Danny Lee.
Thank you, Danny Lee.
Danny
exactly.
Lee. And it says,
Thank you so much.
it says, colorism is still rife in music. Danny Lee's Yellowbone proves it. So this is what she looks like, right?
Exactly.
So she looks very like white, but also Black. She's mixed.
Yes.
She's a Yellowbone.
So she's Spanish, I think, or she's Puerto Rican. I think she's Puerto Rican. So
there it is.
Yeah, that's right. Good job, one of the producers. Go ahead, girl.
Stuff
I love
is
it.
Good.
So that's her. As
she's
you can
beautiful.
See, she has a blonde hair. She's gorgeous. So she got attacked because she was singing the song to her man.
I like what she says too. Wait, I want to read what she said on here. Hold on a second. Why can't I make a song for my light-skinned baddies? Why y'all think I'm hating on other colors when there are millions of songs speaking on all types? Why y'all so sensitive? Take it personal. God damn.
Right. And she's right? Because we always talk about like being proud of the skin you're in, and then when somebody starts singing about the pride, they start
unless you're light-skinned.
Right,
unless you're light skinned. Oh no.
Talk about that. It's just,
it's just like, oh, be love sexy at any size. Well, I love that I have flat abs. Nope, you can't be that. Nope. It's
right, you can't
overweight.
do that because you got you're
but,
making people feel bad.
Black voices matter. Black women. Let's celebrate and elevate melanated voices. Except for Trump supporters, you need to shut up. Like it's always this. It's so like, oh, let's celebrate everything. But I mean, I gotta say it, people must be jealous because she's beautiful, she's proud of what she looks like. It's just like pretty privilege, light skin privilege, skinny privilege.
Oh wait, they called her
there's
like,
privilege.
I think they called her like a white supremacist or something like crazy. And I was just like, what?
We about to do a song together. There it is. She about to call me. She about to slide up in my DM. She about to, because apparently we're.
Hold up a second, like. How is she a white supremacist just because she's proud of her light skin? Now, you know what's really sad about that, Joy? It's just like what you were saying about being a Trump supporter. Like, if you feel proud about the skin you're in and you say it, like if we say, "Oh, I love my skin tone," then all of a sudden, like, "Oh, you want to be white, or you like being like a white?" No, I love my dad, and I love my mom, and I love both races. And
exactly.
So, God forbid, I as a white person love white people. Like, God forbid, I love white people.
You can't. That's racist. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to talk to the manager about this because you can't love white people. That's racist. White people are racist. Stop.
Problematic single Yellowbone reveals depth of colorism in the music industry. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
But you know, but why? Okay, can I just say something too? This is so good because also, why is she getting attacked? But like, can I just bring up another thing? Sexism. How many guys talk about yellow bones? I hear in every single rap song, I want a yellow bone. We got some light skins. We got some, right? Yep. They talk about, I want each flavor, each color. I want some light skins, some dark skins, like some chocolate, some cafe au lait. Like I hear every girl in the rap videos, there's always some girls that look like us. I mean, listen, I'm not proud of the fact, I don't think one color's prettier than others, but why are we not attacking those men for doing it? But all of a sudden, one woman who is that, right? Because usually like dark-skinned guys who are talking about like, I want it like a thing, which I always resent. And I'm gonna be honest, I have dark-skinned guys come up and be like, oh, I know this is what you want. You want chocolate, baby girl. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, who are you? And they're like, oh, you like white boys, huh? You like white boys. I'm like, I just don't like you. I know you got it too. Oh, sure.
Girl, let me tell you.
No, you're ugly, white or black. I don't want you.
Girl, let me tell you, I did an interview with a brother, like about last year for my birthday, actually. He was interviewing me. And girl, when I mentioned that my dad was white and that my man was white, oh, they attacked me hardcore. Like I got so attacked. Oh, you can't marry them. Like I was, forget about it. Like forget.
You're already canceled. You don't even count. Stacy Francis is racist. Girl, you married a white man?
It's crazy.
Oh my God, colonizer lover much? You're a colonizer lover.
It's really sad because you know what
oh wait, what happened to the sound?
Are you there?
Okay, there? Yeah, there it is. I had the sound go crazy. Sherry, I just want to shout out Sherry real quick. Welcome.
Okay. The misinformation is this. The misinformation is that light-skinned people have it easier in the world than dark-skinned people. And are you there? Because I really want to say that is not true. That is not true. And I know that somebody might hear me say that and they'll be like, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. She's crazy. But that is not true, that light-skinned people have it easier than dark-skinned people. I'm sorry. Nothing is given to us.
We have the same, we have different prejudices.
Okay, so this is what I want to say about
There's
that.
There's prejudices, right.
What's crazy is black people, darker black people, don't see us as black, so we don't fit in there. And white people don't see us as white, so that we don't fit in there. So I spent my life, especially in my younger years, like, where do I fit in? Who's my crew? Who's my tribe? Speaking of George, right? Like, who is my tribe?
Yes.
Now in Africa, that's my tribe. Now in South Africa, you know there's 3 races in South Africa. Did you know that?
I did, because you told me this.
There's white, black, and
black.
Colored. Okay.
Right. We're colored.
And so, right, white is like top tier, colored is second, and black is like bottom.
Wow. Sad.
And that's what they make it. They make it known as that. I told my kids, all jerks come in all colors. Yes, Eunice. Yes, Eunice.
That's right. That's right.
So
see, and like, that's a like, real coloristic society, like colorism. I mean, we do have colorism over here, but attacking someone for celebrating their own color is not it. That's not how you dismantle the system. Like saying, to say black power is okay, but not white. Like that's also, I mean, I don't think, I get it when you start nitpicking these things, but I'm like, listen, if somebody goes, I'm proud to be white. I love my white milky complexion, my porcelain skin, my freckles. I don't know any white people that say that because they would be called racist. I'm the one who tells people that. They're always like, oh, I wish I was your color. I'm so pale. I'm like a ghost. And I'm like, you're beautiful. Stop it. But I would tell a dark-skinned girl, if she said, I wish I was your color, I'm burnt, I'm ugly, I'd be like, you're beautiful. Stop it. Like, why is it okay to be proud of your skin if you're dark? It's because, yes, historically, darker skinned people have been looked down, beaten down because of slavery in this country. Culturally, hasn't been represented enough. But you don't dismantle and white people. That's not how you solve it.
That's right. I mean, let's talk about where it started from. It started from the slave master putting the lighter skinned people in the house and the darker people had to work on the field. But we're fucking talking about hundreds of years ago, right? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Colorism, like, the one drop rule. But you know what's funny is because if I say I'm mixed, I've gone on things, girl, and I'm like, I'm mixed, like exactly what you said, which is so refreshing to hear, is like, yes, like I identify as a black woman now, but I wasn't really allowed to before, because I'd be like, oh, I'm black. No, you're not. You're mixed. You're very white. Look at your skin. You barely black. And I'm like, okay, tell it to my lips, my booty, and my hair, but
right.
Fine. If I don't fit in with your black girl magic, fine. I'm just Joy, you know? Yeah. I was like, fine, I'm mixed. I don't want to just identify only as black anyways. Like I'm Latina, I'm Italian, I'm all of these things. Right. I'm proud of it. But when I say those things, they go, now it's funny. If I go on shows and I say that, like if it's a Republican, they're not going to even talk about that because it's not about the race. But if it's like a leftist, very like Hollywood thing, and I say that, oh my goodness. If it's a black co-host or host, they're going to say, you're black girl, one drop rule. Stop it. You're denying being black. And I'm like, no, I'm literally saying yes, they're saying you are black, because now us mixed people are supposed to identify as black. Black lives matter, blackness, black or die, black power. Don't even talk about white, even though we're obviously mixed. It's like, so anti-white that it blows my mind. But it's exactly what you said. Growing up, the black girls didn't want to play with me because I wasn't black enough. You know, my good friend, Devin Rice. Do you know Devin Rice, the filmmaker? He made that movie, Not Black Enough. Amazing. Yeah. Devin is incredible. Black young filmmaker who made a movie. He's not even mixed, but he was considered not black enough because he didn't talk ghetto. He didn't hang out in gangs. He wasn't hard. He wasn't out there. He was an artist, and he wrote a movie based on his life. Not Black Enough. It's on Amazon. It's a great movie.
Wow,
it's definitely
I gotta
something
check it
people
out.
should see.
I'm definitely gonna look at
good.
It. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Definitely something I should look at. I mean, I understand, and I don't want to seem insensitive to how hard it's been for darker skinned people. I just want to say that I do understand that, but it's been hard for all of us. And I guess again, I'm not negating the fact that darker skinned black people have been through a rough time, but I think that everybody has been through a rough time. White people have been through a rough time. Black people have been through a rough time. Everybody has been through their own journey of rough. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, do I feel like black people deserve reparation? Yep. Do I feel like there's more that we should do for them with regard to education? Yep. But I'm not willing to stand on a soapbox and make anybody wrong. Like they're wrong and right. I'm not willing to do that. I'm just not, you know, and look, it's all in our hands. I have the Stacy Francis Music, Arts, and Education Foundation that I've fed 77,595 meals in Africa. I have Elevating Black Lives over here. And I just, you know, it's like, look, we all have to take responsibility in some way. We're going to sit around and wait for whoever to do it. White people, black people, it don't matter.
Exactly.
We all have to take our own responsibility and do something about it. Okay.
Amen. That's exactly right. We can't rely on the government. The government is not your savior. You know, it doesn't matter who's in office, who's the president. You can't expect the government to come in and swoop you up, to give you money. People acting like I want reparations. I want more stimulus checks. I want more money. This money is bleeding us dry. It's our money. Go out there, find a way to make it, to go out there and not depend on that, because you are in a slavery. I'm going to say this. You are in slavery if you are dependent upon your 9-to-5, government stimulus checks, all of this stuff, because guess what? It'll never be enough, and they're not there for you. So you have to make something of your own life. Get out there, create your own jobs, write a book, create music. If you're an artist, get out there and find alternative ways. If you need help, I'm here to mentor you, help you. I did it. Stacy's done it. It wasn't easy for us. Don't let your color hold you back, your gender hold you back, where you were born hold you back. If you are American, you already hit the lottery. You're unity. So make the most of it. I have friends who come from other countries, third world countries, and make it. Own properties, own your own stuff, solar panels. They're buying stocks. They're making wealth. They're creating things because they're not looking at themselves as victims. So we got to stop looking at ourselves as victims, especially in the Black community. And all of this anger and all of this frustration, all of this energy should be put into working with people to save the ghettos, save the areas that need industry, that need jobs, that need education, like Stacy's doing. Stacy started her own charity. She is elevating Black lives, not looking for somebody on a TV screen to tell her, okay, now it's time to go. Here's a hashtag.
Because
here's this,
because this is where you and we talked about this yesterday. I was like, girl, let me tell you something, and this is just where I stand, and it's no offense to you, Joy, or no offense to any president, but I grew up in a neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York, that is right now a food desert. It's a food desert, okay? For the last 50 years, the neighborhood has only gotten worse. It's gotten worse. No president in history from the last 50 years, so that means from Carter, Reagan, Bush, twice. Uh, like none of these presidents have made a difference. Trump, Obama, none of these presidents have made a difference in this neighborhood in New York City. It's a food desert. It's the lowest poverty stricken area in New York City. They don't have supermarkets. They don't have fresh food. They don't have, like, this is existing right now in 2021. Okay. So I don't go hard for Trump. I don't go hard for Obama. I don't go hard for none of them. Okay. So when you say, oh, Stacy, you support, no. I don't support none of those people. You know who I support? I support my community. Okay. So I'm not going hard for none of those guys, because as far as I'm concerned, we are going down, and the Black community in that area especially has slipped through the cracks. And for the last 50 years, it has only gotten worse. Democrats ain't doing nothing about it. Republicans ain't doing nothing about it. And I'm saying, what are we talking about? Like, why are Black people going hard for Democrats when we can look through all of America and see really poverty-stricken, horrible neighborhoods across the country? So what we
That's right. Run by Democrats. Run by Democrats. Like, also, I got to say, with Obama, he's from Chicago, and he was like, Chicago is one of the worst places to live, especially now. And he didn't do anything for Chicago. At least do something for, at least if you're the president, do something for the community. And I am sick of talking about race as if it's something to divide. Hey guys, so sorry that it broke down, but if you guys have here, listen,
I was reading some of the comments. I think Joy is stuck, you guys. But I think the funniest comment that I see over here is this guy who said Joy is talking to Shaka Khan. She does kind of look like her a bit. Stephen, I am not Shaka Khan, okay? Like, what are you talking about, Stephen? Okay, so I just think that's really funny. I'm just waiting for Joy to unfreeze. Stacy, most of the time, the reason they do not have a supermarket is because the people there still do so much because they make no profit. So they'd rather move out and oh, good. Thank you, Stephen. Hold on. Yes, leave that there. Okay. Stacey, most of the time, the reason they do not have a supermarket is because the people there still make steal so much that they make no profit. And they rather move out, and grandma has to take a taxi to go get her groceries. It's very sad. It happened here in Las Vegas, Nevada also. They now have a small market that I believe is run by Asians. Well, it's very, very sad. It's
back.
Coming back in. Okay, good.
I'm back in.
I was trying to keep the thing
Thanks,
going.
Stacy.
You
are amazing.
Comments.
Listen, I know everybody is awesome. So everybody's loving you. They're like Shaka Khan in the house.
Yeah, this guy was
young
like,
Shaka Khan.
I was like, what? Okay.
It's the hair. It's just the hair, but she's awesome.
Yeah, I did a show with Shaka, and I did an album with Shaka. She played my godmother in a show that I did in London. So I don't mind being called Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
No kidding.
So that's okay. So somebody else has said the Democratic policy of killing U.S. farms as we speak. Fresh food will be hard to come by in all the neighborhoods soon. Well, yeah, and they want to force people to eat GMO foods. That's a different conversation that I will not take over Joy's show to talk about. But it is very true. It's like, and when we talk about Black people,
let me back on, Stefan.
Yeah.
All right,
good.
listen.
So okay.
We're gonna have to end off. Listen, I love Stacy. Okay. She's still walking it. She's like, okay, cool. So let's just get. But we gotta end off because my internet is dying.
Let me finish my last point. So somebody said something about the farms in New York.
Please do it.
The farms across America, right? Listen, and I was talking about Black people suffering from COVID and how they were saying that, yeah, this is someone who said killing the U.S. farms as we speak. Fresh food is hard to come by. Listen, you're going to have to grow your own farms. We're going to have to, first of all, we're going to have to grow our own farms, right? But then secondly, like when you think about COVID and the way it hit the Black community.
Self-reliant.
That's right. And when you think about COVID in the Black community and how it hurt the Black community most, it's because of the food. It's because of the lack of fresh food. It's because we don't take vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, like these things that build our resistance to push away. The poorer you are, let's face it, the poorer you are, the worse the food is that you eat. Okay? So most of these people that died had pre-existing conditions.
That's right.
So, like, this is the thing that we have to move forward as a group.
That's right.
As artists, we have to come up with.
We have obesity, heart disease, rampant.
Yes, exactly.
Joker has 2 farms. Run for city council. Jacqueline says, "You're awesome. You are amazing, Alec." We went late because she was late, but we love her, and we gave. Are you calling you Shaka now? You guys, please look her up. Listen to her music, stream, download. She's incredible. Thank you guys so much for being on the Joy Villa show. Thank you, Stacy. You're awesome. We're gonna have to bring you back. You had so many good points. People are lifted up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Joy Tribe. And woo! Sing it, girl.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Such a good
you
show.
Guys follow me on Facebook, Stacy Francis the singer.
All right. Yes. Stacy Francis the singer. Follow her. I want an influx of Joy Tribe supporters supporting this woman. She bravely came on the show when she might get blacklisted for even being my friend. She went public.
No!
So we want to protect her and love her and help her. You're friends with a white supremacist.
Oh my
Stacey,
God.
how can you be friends with a white supremacist? Joy Villa is racist. Stacy Francis, thank you to Sully. All right, we're good. We're heading off. This has been an action-packed show. This is like a movie. It's an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes. Thank you guys for staying on. Please donate, support. Go get my Courage course. It's on sale for $97. Go to courage.joyvilla.com. Go follow me on my social networks. There's the Telegram link that's very private that you guys are invited to. That's on here. All kinds of good things. Love to Christy, love to Eunice, Steven. They want Stacy Francis back. I will definitely bring her back. She's one of my best friends. And we have these conversations off air all the time. So definitely thanks to Sully for doing a great job reporting on the news. And we will be back next Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday. This is your host, Joy Villa. This has been The Joy Villa Show. All my links right there. Please like it. Thanks for everyone. New member, Alexander. Welcome to the Joy Tribe Inner Circle on YouTube. Become a member on Facebook, YouTube. Support your girl. I will see you next week. Actually, I have a live show tomorrow too, so stay tuned. It'll be a very special interview about courage. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Love you all. You'll soon.
Perfect. Rise like the burning sun. Won't know that it's worth it. Won't know that it's worth it until the fight is won. Shattered dreams brick by brick. No one wins when we're sick. We need a voice over violence, singing out in the crowd. Won't you join us now? Voice over violence. Voice over violence, coming out of the dark. Open up your heart. Hate is a virus. Voice over violence. Time to take real action. Get a new reaction. Speak up, move out the way. All various colors. sisters and brothers, listen to what I say. Shattered dreams, brick by brick. No one wins when we're sick. We need a voice over violence, singing out in the crowd. Won't you join us now? Voice over violence. Voice over violence, coming out of the dark. Open up your heart. Hate is a virus. Voice over violence. Break through the silence. Stand inside my side. Voice over violence. We can end the divide. We need a voice over violence, singing out in the crowd. Won't you join us now? Voice over violence. Voice over violence, coming out